tuned in to the Connect. What up with it, world? Welcome to the Connect. It's your boy Slim Thugger.
Boss like Rico.
An OG Shot.
Trill OG Bun B. I'm sorry, I ain't mean to cut you off. I'm going around the table.
Yeah, goddamn Sam.
And the legendary OG Bun B in the building.
My apologies to Sam for cutting him off. You know what I'm saying? I'm just anxious to get back with the Connect.
Back on the Connect.
Turn up, man. We got OG Bun B in the building, man. Now, how this happened, let me tell you what happened. What happened? I don't know. Y'all got
No, Kanye had.
Okay. So I said something about I posted the flyer for Jesus is King coming to church or whatever. He said something like he wasn't going to something. So I was like,
that was good.
He said he was good. I said, yeah, man, let me get you on the podcast. Let's talk about that. So I ain't trying to mess up y'all's strategy and how y'all do podcasts.
It's on you today, kid.
But okay, now, so all right, let's just jump straight into that, kid, because I love to talk about this. So what's your point of view on that, brother?
Well, I didn't really want to go because, like, I had my issues about him, and I had to sit and talk with my pastor about it, right?
Yeah.
Because I felt a certain way about it, and not about the walk, because as a Christian, I'm not here to judge nobody else's walk. I'm a Christian, but I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? God ain't finished with me, so I still got some shit I got to work through. I had a problem with the clothes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas selling this sweater for $250 with Jesus on the cross. I wasn't really feeling that. But at the same time,
they sell it at they had merch facility?
I don't think they had it here.
Nah,
they had it everywhere else.
Yeah.
But everywhere, most of the other places where he went wasn't a church. Right? Yeah. So everywhere he was doing merch, it was like a venue. So like every venue have a merch stand and shit like that.
Yeah.
But then I had to look at myself, you know what I'm saying, and be like, look, you know, like Kanye right now is taking all his time to try to save souls. You know what I'm saying? He changed his music to lift God up. You know what I'm saying?
You believe that or not?
I mean, that's what the music is. It don't matter what his intentions is. That's what the music is. Now, if he got an ulterior motive for it, that's between him and God. He's going to have to answer for that shit when he get to the gate. But as far as what the music is doing and what he's trying to do with it, what I see is an attempt to try to save souls. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, there's going to be a lot of young kids that go there just to say they was at some Kanye shit, videotape and all of that type of shit. But if the nigga do all of this shit and only save one soul, then his job is done.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly how I feel.
I had to really look, like I said, I found myself being real critical and judgmental about the man. And, you know, and a lot of that obviously got to do with the Trump shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And trying to say that people that's Democrats are sheep and we brainwash or whatever. You know, you're not really supposed to mix church and state anyway. That's why we keep religion and politics separate. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I say, I'm not here to. I don't feel like I should be here judging this man on the music and his calling of trying to lift God up in his music. Because how much of that am I doing in my music?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Bible says,
that's exactly how I feel about it.
Let he that's without sin throw the first stone. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I can't throw shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've sinned in my life. You know what I'm saying? So. You know, like I said, it's some shit we ain't gonna agree on, but I got partners, I got friends of mine.
I think you missed your moment, Bun. I think you
I missed the concert. You know what I'm saying?
It was a very good.
Bun, you missed the moment, kid.
Man, I can watch that shit online. It's all good.
It's not the same, man. It ain't. Because you've been to Lakewood before, and I'm just saying, like,
I'm in the Bible study.
Right. I'm
in the Bible study. I don't go to Sunday service.
Yeah, he don't go to Sunday service.
That ain't my home church. My home church is Bethel.
Right. I go to John Gray.
I go to John Gray for Bible study because John Gray is a friend of mine.
Right.
But my home church is on the southwest side. So Sunday morning,
so what you think, okay, so outside of Kanye West, like what you think about Lakewood and how it's set up and, you know, Joel Osteen or whatever?
Well, I mean, I don't want to sit and judge Joel either, you know what I'm saying? Because Joel comes from a long family of people that have dedicated their life to service, you know what I'm saying? Joel is not really even your traditional pastor per se.
Right.
Joel is very, you know, more of trying to get you to get on the right track and be the best you can be. Joel is a lot more closer to a motivational speaker than he is a traditional pastor. You know what I'm saying? Joel like to tell funny stories, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. he's not the typical pastor. You know what I'm saying? But again, I don't want to be here judging Joel. I know Joel went around the world. You know what I'm saying? And trying to.
But what you feel though? I mean, I ain't being judgmental. I mean, just tell us what you know. Tell me.
I mean, you know,
I'm your partner. You talking to me?
I'm talking to them too.
Yeah.
The only problem, and you know, like I said, I got a church, so my pastor's cool, so I don't really sit around looking at other pastors and judging niggas and shit like that. Yeah. My only problem with Joel was not opening that church up during harvest soon enough.
Is that a fact though, Bun B?
Yeah, not soon enough. Not soon enough.
Now we have a whole.
I mean, I know what they consider.
Is that right? Is that the
I know what day Houston started flooding, and I know what day Joel made his church available to people. We talking about 4 or 5 days apart. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. There's a lot. It's a
summit though. It's not a little church. You know, you got to go through a process of it's like opening a Toyota Center.
No, it don't, because if Toyota Center, for example, if Tillman say do this, Toyota Center got to do that. Joel Osteen Church, he don't rent that from nobody. That's his goddamn building. If he want it done, boom. Kanye called, get it done. They ain't have to go through no system and do all that shit. Hey, we got this going, get it done. That's what I want to do. That's what we're going to do. He's the boss. He's the leader of the church, and he's the owner of the facility. He make the call, and everybody that work for him got to figure that shit out.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But again, like I say, it's not. I don't want to sit here and judge men of God.
Right. My thing is, you know, I've been going to Joe for forever and always, you know.
So you don't argue for
it. Right, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. But my point, I don't believe that to be true. That I think that was some Instagram hype or whatever. Somebody just randomly tugged on that. But just say, even if it is true, the thing is about me is like certain people who do so much and give back so much all the time. You know, it's like they ain't nobody perfect. That's like you can't question a lot of people who give back.
You say he made a mistake.
Right.
He might have he made a mistake.
Look, better late than never.
Right.
Exactly. I didn't open up my house.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I gotta be careful about how I choose to point.
And that's how I look at stuff. That's what I usually say to people. I say, well, was your church open? Like, do you go to
No, my church was open.
I'm saying about my house. I'm saying like, but a lot of people, I be like, well, do you go to our church? So why is you coming to go to our? You know, like, so you couldn't really be. I wouldn't be mad. That ain't not what it really take personal. You know what I'm saying? Somebody not opening a church door fast enough, like, to where I wouldn't like the church, you know what I'm saying? Like, right. I think, but then outside of that, just that's one thing that everybody say about Joe. Or
I think people are very quick to jump on Joe. Right. I feel like a lot of people are looking for a reason to criticize Joel Osteen because it's not the typical church. He brings in a lot of worshipers, which means he brings in a lot of tithes. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you have what they call, Joe would be considered a prosperity preacher, right? A person that preaches that God wants you to be plentiful, that God wants you to make the most money and ball out. Well, not really ball out, but God wants you to have. Right? That's what God wants you to have.
And that's what they were messing with him about on Twitter, about him doing it in the Bible. Yeah, saying that people should be looking good and be a certain way for God to actually want to.
Nah, our church, you were whatever.
No, what he was saying, it was like, God wants you to be rich. He wants you to be actually having things going on for yourself.
Well, God wants you to have what you know the best life you could possibly have. I think people have unrealistic expectations about what a good life is. Right. You know what I'm saying? People think a good life means a whole bunch of money, a bunch of cars and shit like that. And I know a lot of people with money and cars and shit them up. They ain't happy.
Exactly.
Right? A lot of them. They in a big ass house by themselves. They miserable. They probably had a good woman they could have had. They blew their shot. You know what I'm saying? And now they just out here kind of doing what it is they do. Now, a nigga can front like he happy, but nigga go home at night. It's a whole different thing when you lay in bed sometimes, you know. But again, I feel like Joel is an easy target. He got the biggest church in town. He got the most followers.
Exactly. I think that's what it's based on.
So other churches and people are going to look at Joel and be like, well, I don't think you do enough for your people as I do for my people. Now, we can argue about the accessibility for Joel. Like if I have a problem in my church, I can get time with my pastor. Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But Joel probably got 6 times as many people at his church than my church got. So it's probably not that easy for him. Yeah. He probably travels a lot more than my pastor do. So We can argue back and forth about it. Look, but
I think that was genius of Kanye though. To have that concert.
Oh, always, man. Always. I think the ill shit was going to the county jail.
The best thing
it was.
But I know people that don't like
everything
that.
is untraditional.
It's a lot of people that didn't like that.
Queen wasn't feeling that.
Him going to the county jail?
Going to the county jail.
I think that was the best thing.
She feel like if you're in the county jail, for the most part, you did something wrong, and you don't deserve a concert. You know what I'm saying? That's her viewpoint. She was like, he can go to county jail. He could have went to a school. He could have went where good kids at. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus had crooks by him. So
that's what I said. I told her, where would Jesus be? If Jesus were there, he would be with the criminals.
That's what I think.
The bad people trying to convert them to Christ.
And this go like him touching souls out here. Maybe if he touched them when they come out, they're gonna be whole different people.
Shit, why
maybe
they
that concert,
maybe
that concert start on them right
Everything
now.
that's what I'm saying. Everything Kanye do is untraditional. Everything how Joe moving is untraditional, and that's what people get mad at. But at the end of the day, they touching people who the traditional people don't touch. Now, we say all this or whatever, like you say about the clean. Our church be the most random people in whatever.
I will give Lakewood that. Like, a traditional black church will look down on you.
Exactly.
If you try to walk in a traditional black church in a t-shirt, this is cargo shorts, and so I see motherfuckers in Crocs.
This is what people don't realize.
Flip-flops, you know what I'm saying?
This is exactly what I'm saying.
No judgment.
This is exactly what I'm trying to get people. I ain't even trying to get people to realize, but this is where I come from, and this is the story of Joe Osteen on our end. Me and Ray was going to Joe before Joe was there. It was his daddy. He from the north side Homestead area behind like the Mesa area. Dead in the hood. But you know, like you just said, it was a traditional church I went to, and I'm not Slim Thug. I'm still in the hood. I don't have no fresh ass, church clothes to hit it up. But I'm going to Catholic church. And I'm going to church to try to do something right. But I don't know what the fuck this dude is saying. I don't understand nothing he's saying in there.
Yeah, Catholic churches.
I don't understand. I'm not learning nothing. I'm going to church to say I went to church. I did good. I went to church, Mom.
That's all
I'm not learning nothing. You know what I'm saying? I went to a black church, a traditional black church. I'm trying to go in there and get my word of loving the choir, the music. It's instantly, I'm like, man, I connect. I feel at home. It's good. You know what I'm saying? I feel the vibe of that. Okay, that's beautiful. I do that for a minute, and something like, I don't know, I guess something happened with the pastor or something to where my sister them, because that's where I ended up going with them. And they left. I guess the pastor did something crooked or something, you know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, I come in there like people would be looking at me crazy because I look.
Right.
But Joe Osteen down the street, they don't be tripping. You can go in there and they don't be tripping. Anybody can go in there and they ain't gonna be in there telling you. When I go to a black church, I feel like I'm going to hell. I feel like the dude is telling me you're going to hell. You out here doing that, you're going to feel more convicted. You go to Joe, you don't feel like he's on your head, like, you know what I'm saying? You feel like out of place.
And that's a bit of a problem, right? Because you're supposed to feel convicted by the Holy Spirit when you go to church. Right? Yes, you are.
I agree with you.
As a sinner, you're supposed to walk in and know that you're doing wrong. And the first step to forgiveness is admitting that you ain't right.
We got the same. It's the same process, but like I say, it's just not. It was more of a you like it kind of felt like you was being targeted. Like he was telling me, but at the same time, Joe gonna give you that same word, but in a positive way, in a more optimistic way, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's the difference. Like you might say, oh, well, this is traditional. Somebody getting on my ass.
But did it feel like he was calling out what you do?
I don't want to do it on camera.
Calling you out.
I don't want to disrespect the Osteen family or nothing like that.
This is just opinion. It ain't even about it. This is like just opinions.
But I do feel that there should be a level of comfort when you walk in church, right? Right. You shouldn't feel damned. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
If you walk into church, and the pastor shouldn't be trying to specifically pick certain people out. Exactly. But at the same time, when you go to church, you know the word is real when you feel like the word is speaking to you. You know what I'm saying? Now that's the word. That's the word in the interpretation, not the pastor's personal feelings in the church. Because if they see certain people in the church, now I've been in churches before where gay people will be in church, you know what I'm saying? Like a lesbian girl or a gay dude to come to church, and then the lesson for some reason be about you supposed to come to church. That's how God made you and all of that. And you kind of point the finger at people, and you know, there's a difference between making people feel accountable for their sins or making people feel fucked up for who they are. You know what I'm saying? Joe does a good job of making everybody feel like they welcome at his church. And that's why he's able to get as many people in his church as he got. You know what I'm saying? Because he make people feel like, you know, I know you done wrong in your life. I know you may not think you good enough, you know what I'm saying? But I'm here to tell you, you are good enough. That's kind of the basis of how Joe does, you know what I'm saying? So different churches got different levels of comfort in it. Now the clothing thing is not right at all. The assigned seatings, you know what I'm saying? I had an issue with this old lady. Felt bad because I got to church before she did, and I got to a certain seat, and she felt like because she get to church every day and that be her seat, that I was supposed to let her sit in her seat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
See, it's a lot of that. See, and I don't want to deal with none of that. I just kind of want to go there, get my word, and get out of there. I don't even like, and that's what another thing about Lakewood I like. I don't know Joe. People be thinking I know Joe. I never met him. I don't even think I ever met him in my life. I ain't never went up there and say, I don't talk to nobody.
You don't get to him about how close you is to your crowd.
Exactly. So it ain't even. It's just
about to get his ass in there.
It's about how you get the word.
It's just about like you just said. When I get in there and he talking, I feel like he talking directly to me, and I know how to apply that to my daily life. And I seen it change my thinking, change the way I act. So, you know, I just know it works. So I go with what I know.
That's the only church you need to go to.
Exactly.
That's the only church you need to go to.
Exactly.
You can't let nobody tell you.
I don't. That's exactly what I do.
And all of that. You're supposed to go to the church where when you walk in, you feel welcome.
That's exactly what it is.
You feel like the word benefits you and you feel some kind of anointing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what it is.
That's the only church you need to be at.
But let me tell you though, on the other side, I'm going to keep it real. See, at the same time, I done been to black churches where I love, you know, they word too, but even more the music, you know, the choir and all that. I love that. Now at Lakewood, I don't get that vibe. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I go straight there when it's time for him to preach.
It's just like acoustic guitars and shit.
I go, you know what I'm saying?
It's not,
it seems pop.
But because pop music is made to bring in the broadest of audience. Right. Black church is church and choir music designed for black people.
So that's
what I'm saying. So it's the music, it's the church music your mama listen to, your grandmother listen to, and pretty much any of your aunties can walk in church, and when they do those songs, they know them songs.
Exactly.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you go to Joe church and they play the songs, the words is up there because they know most of y'all don't even know what that shit is. You never heard that song before.
Right, exactly. I don't even go to, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't go to that part. I just go straight for the word. But you missed the moment because Joe, like I say, is my favorite, you know what I'm saying, pastor. Then we got Kanye with the coldest choir I ever seen. That's why it was a moment right there. You know what I'm saying? To have Lakewood rocking like that.
My choir came in second place on the church BT choir shit. So my choir is cool too. Yeah. But I don't want to go. I don't want to walk in there and be in the middle of something that I know I don't necessarily want to be at and be looking at people sideways. You know what I'm saying? That ain't right either. You know what I'm saying? Now, like, I still haven't listened to the album.
You tripping.
I still haven't listened to Kanye album. Well, I know it's going to be a good album because Kanye make good music.
Even the point of the religion, him speaking about God and all that in now is good.
I'm about the whole situation. I think Kanye is growing and he got everybody growing well.
That's why I say it don't do me no
good. This is what's going
on the
music. Just growth for his life.
Now, this Trump shit, I can sit and debate him about that.
About that though? How
I feel like
did we completely talk about that part, the church part?
Yeah.
I think
we could fight all day for that.
My thing is, if we want to be with Trump, then that's cool. But don't try to make me feel like something wrong with me because I don't fuck with Trump. Right? Just because I choose to vote Democrat, there's things that I see that work.
Who we voting for as Democrats?
That's a big problem. I've been talking about this. I've been talking about this for the longest as far as the Democratic Party. They're not going. I don't believe that the Democrats going to win the election.
They're not going to win
because the Republican Party has been on the same page since 2015, before 16, before he won.
Exactly.
They've been on one page. we started out with 20-something candidates. I can break this down real simple. Let's say we started with 20 candidates, even though it was like 23, 24, right? So you go through the debates or whatever, you get rid of 10 motherfuckers, right? So you got 10 candidates left. Right. But you got a gang of people that fucked with some of them other 10 people. When them 10 people talk shit about these 10 people. So now you trying to convince them to fuck with these people, but they man already told them these niggas ain't shit.
Exactly.
So now they indifferent. You take the 10 niggas that's left, bust them down to 5. You know what I'm saying? That'll be Biden, Warren, Kamala Harris, Buttigieg, and I don't know, say Cory Booker, even though I don't think he's going to make it that far. Now you take the other 5 out, right? Now you got 15 candidates over here that had people fucking with them that's been talking shit about the 5 that's left. Exactly. Now they don't know who to fuck with, so they indifferent. So they don't even know if they're going to vote or not.
That's all.
Then you take these 5. Eventually one of them win. Let's say Biden win, right? Kamala Harris been talking shit about Biden. Elizabeth Warren been talking shit about Biden, right? They all talking shit about dude. So now they got to go and tell their people, look, well, this the candidate. You got to go. You need to vote for Joe Biden. Why would you tell me to vote for Joe Biden? You've been telling me Joe Biden ain't shit all that time. Yeah. Now you trying to tell me, you know what? Fuck both of y'all. Like, I'm just out of it.
And that's what happens. And nobody votes.
But it happened last year. It happened last year because it got to the point where it was Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton. They both talking shit about each other. Hillary get the nomination. They go to Joe. Joe, we need you to tell your people to vote for Hillary. I don't know if I even want to tell my people to vote for Hillary. I'm going to look like a hypocrite.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I tell them to vote for her now when I really don't like her? I don't believe in what she believes in. And I don't think my people, the people that fuck with me, believe in what she believes in. Yeah, but if you don't tell them to vote, then she not going to win. That's not my concern.
Right.
It's not my concern to help her win. I was trying to win because I felt like I had the best point of view. Well, you don't want Trump to win. No, but I don't really see much difference between her and Trump. That's how Bernie feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then finally, when it's over, Bernie's like, yeah, okay, well, if you're going to vote, don't vote for Trump. If you're going to vote for her. You know what I'm saying? But
too late.
So now that's going to be the same shit happening again.
Exactly.
You know, it's going to be the same thing happening again. They're not going to have this shit organized the way everybody on the same page. Going to be a bunch of people that be like, my person ain't running, so fuck them. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And then if you go, like, for example, if you go to Bernie Sanders going to like to go to a college campus. He like them young people. Young people fuck with Bernie Sanders. So Bernie Sanders go to TSU. Bernie Sanders get a couple thousand kids come out. He talk to kids, whatever. And 20% of them might vote. Maybe 30. I'm giving them that, right? The other 7 are not going to vote. Same thing with Elizabeth Warren. Go to a college campus. Get the kids out. Boo, boo, wham. 30%, 35% might vote. The rest of them go vote. Go to Trump rally. Every single one of them motherfuckers vote.
And they know
everywhere he go. There is no, I'm on the fence. Ain't none of that shit.
I just know.
Everybody's going to vote.
They talking about impeaching him.
That shit ain't
and the whole Republican Party just went to lunch with him. Yeah, that let you know they on the same page. They all just went to lunch with him.
It's impossible for him to be impeached. I don't give a damn what they get up there and say, who talk, what they say, what evidence they show.
You know what you said.
The Senate is a Republican majority. They're run by Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell is not going to tell them to vote against the president because they all got other shit that they need to get done, that they need the president to sign the bill for. So they can do all this shit they want to do. This shit is a show.
It's looking goofy. It's starting to show.
And I'm a Democrat. I vote as a Democrat.
Goofy, man.
This shit is a show. This shit not real. I mean, they can get there and tell the truth, but obviously his people don't care about the truth. They've never cared about the truth.
Yeah.
So y'all get up there and do all that shit y'all want to. When it get to the Senate, it's gonna fail and fall apart, just like the Russia shit. I told Queen, I say, if they don't have no real crime with this Russia shit, it's gonna backfire.
It was just something for us to pay attention to.
Man, Trump ain't losing.
It's not even that. It's these people here are trying to make it seem like they doing the job that they was elected to do. Even if it means ain't nothing gonna happen. They got to get up there and make it look, like, because Nancy Pelosi didn't want to do all this shit. Because Nancy Pelosi got to go get money. That's Nancy Pelosi's whole job. She's the biggest raiser of money for the Democratic Party. That's why she's the head of the House of Representatives. That's why she's the most tenured person serving in the House. She's the #1 person that gets money for the party. And for her to go to these people and be like, yeah, well, we're going to impeach him. They not stupid. They know he can't be impeached if the Senate don't go for it. Why is you wasting time and doing all this shit? You make us look bad when y'all do all this shit. As a party, when y'all do this shit. So she fought against it, but the people that actually vote. Now, it's the difference between the people that give money and the people that vote. And so every politician is trying to do both, trying to please both people, but they want different shit. The people that vote want action. The people that give money want you to answer the phone when they call. Right. That's all that's about. I need you to answer the phone when I call. I don't even know what I'm called for. I'm going to get this bread. And sooner or later, I'm going to need to call. Some of my cousins going to go to jail. Somebody going to call something. You know what I'm saying? Something. I just need you to answer the phone when I call. I need your people to know to answer that phone, even if you ain't around, to answer that phone and get you on the phone when I call. Yeah. The people that vote is like, I don't like this. You need to do something about that. Even if you can't really do nothing about it, you got to look like you doing something about it. Yeah. So that's all this shit is really about. Is a bunch of motherfuckers that know next year people got to vote for whether or not we keep your ass in your job. And so you got to look like you doing what they want you to do. Right. Even if you know you can't get it done.
So that shit is just so discouraging.
And that's what I found out when covering this shit. Like, it's really no difference between a Republican or a Democrat in terms of how the system works. It's really about who is going to fight for what you want in life, for your family. Yeah. Right?
So that's who you get
right? And so you really start local, because local government are the people that affect your day-to-day shit. Right. State and federal, you can vote for them too, but it's really about local elections. Who's on your city council? Who is your local representative? Who is your state senator? Because these are the niggas that get the potholes fixed. Right. These are the niggas that get funding. These are the niggas that get funding for your schools. You know what I'm saying? So your kids can have a better education, all of that type of shit. Yeah. So it's really more important to vote for that than anything else. But then in terms of, like, I'm part of this, I believe in this value, because that's what people vote, is they value. Like, Queen is not a Trump supporter, but Queen is a conservative. Yeah. But she wouldn't vote for him. She's not a Republican, she's a conservative. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these people vote their religion. People vote their religion. That's what Republicans do. They vote by their religion. So that's why when people see Mexican people that vote for Trump, why would you vote for Trump? You anti-abortion. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
They got I
can't go against my God. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all fuck with gay people. And my Bible tell me you're not supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So even though I really don't like him, if I'm gonna vote, I gotta vote my God. I gotta vote my religion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what that shit be about. Asian people are very conservative too. That's why a lot of Asian people vote Republican. They vote their God. They vote their religion. You know what I'm saying? Democratic people vote their beliefs. What you believe and what you practice is two different things. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Christian. I believe in the Bible, but I feel like if you gay, be gay. I feel like we trying to say what God was against and what God. I never saw nothing in the Bible where God was like, you gay, I don't mess with you. Now they talk about people with the same sex shall not be together or whatever, but it's hard to believe that a forgiving God, as I was raised to believe in, forgiving Jesus, would not forgive certain people for that. Because if that's a sin, so if lying is a sin, and all sins are supposed to carry the same weight before God. So whether I lie, whether I cheat on my wife, whether I kill somebody, whatever it is along those lines of sin, all carry the same weight. So you can get mad for two gay people and say, y'all ain't gonna never get to heaven, but if you steady lying in this world, you're not getting in there no sooner than them. Y'all gonna all be on the other side.
I just think the answer is, man, don't judge nobody. Just, worry about you. That's the main thing. I don't care I don't care what church nobody goes to. I don't care if a dude gay, if he ain't trying to fuck with me, go and be gay. You know what I'm saying? I just don't give a fuck about other people. Like, same shit with elections. I don't give a fuck if Kanye like Trump or whoever he voting for. All I care about is my motherfucking shoes you doing and music.
See, that could be a problem though, because people follow Kanye now. People have always looked at Kanye as a voice of influence. He's a person of influence. We all people of influence. Yeah. If you tell people, man, like T.I. talking about, don't wear Gucci. Some people ain't gonna wear Gucci. Now some people be like, man, I don't care what T.I. think. I'm gonna wear all the Gucci I want to wear. Yeah. But some people gonna stop wearing Gucci and they gonna never wear Gucci again. right? So we all got levels of influence that we have. So if Kanye get out there and say Trump is for you, these other people ain't for you, you need to quit doing what other people tell you to do. Some people only vote because somebody told them they need to vote. And if Kanye got more influence in their life than the person that told them to vote for Obama and all that, because see, here's the thing, this is what people don't realize.
We in a lose situation though, because ain't nobody to vote for. We fucked. This is my perception.
Only for president. Only for president.
Yeah, on the president side, we fucked them. So that's Trump. So I just say, I don't give a fuck. This is how I look at Kanye West with Trump. Okay, he can go do whatever. If he can go sit in the fucking room with the Oval Office with motherfucking Trump and get him to spend $10 million for the niggas in Chicago and the hood to do something, I'm for that. But if Kim Kardashian go in that motherfucker and free people or whatever out the jailhouse for dumb shit, I don't care. Do that. I'd rather do that. I'd rather Kanye go work with Trump or whoever go work with Trump and we get some shit done. And we could even go, hey, Trump, just because we know he'll troll, hey, we know you don't like Obama. Obama ain't do shit for the hood over here. Let's spend $10 million and just to shit on Obama. And he the type of character who would do that just to shit on Obama.
But he ain't done it.
I'm saying,
what's the point?
That's a lot of motherfuckers getting out of jail. He ain't got nothing to do with that.
Kanye ain't got shit to do with that. That's
I'm talking about Trump.
Yeah, Trump got something, but that's not really Trump. Actually, it's really not Trump. That's Jared.
He signed the first.
That's Jared because Jared daddy got locked up.
Who was Jared?
Jared, his son-in-law, Ivanka husband.
I mean,
his daddy was a criminal. His daddy went to prison, so he don't like when people go to prison. He's just against prison. So that's why his heart is in prison reform. My issue with Kanye and Trump is that there are things. He was supposed to go up there with a certain initiative. I know the people that's with him that support him on this team. You know, like I know, Shot. They was like, look, he didn't say he really. First thing he's supposed to say, you free, niggas free over.
That's what he's supposed to say.
That's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to say free over.
They say he's supposed to be doing it.
He ain't free over. Don't even listen to that.
A lot of motherfuckers been getting out of jail.
They trying to get it done.
So shit. At the end of the day, man, like I say, this our options. We can say fuck Donald Trump and don't get shit done and just stay over here and just wait. We ain't got we don't even know who to vote for. We ain't got no Obama. We need somebody who knew who put some fire where everybody would get on board because we don't even like nobody.
It really sounds like you tell people to vote for Trump.
I'm not telling people to vote at all for nobody you don't like. I'm not voting for nobody. I don't like Trump. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to do. That's what I'm saying.
We need to vote.
First of all, do what the fuck as a grown person who can vote. Don't ever let nobody tell you what the fuck to do. You vote for who the fuck you want to vote for. Don't listen to nobody. Period. But at the end of the day, I'm not telling nobody to go vote for nobody because I don't want to. I'm a rapper. Don't listen to me about voting.
They need to gain.
I'm not going to. So know that you get your education about politics. I'm just a rapper, and that don't mean I know what the fuck I'm talking about. So, but my whole point on this is, I just know we ain't got no motherfucker to go against Trump, and that's who we need to focus on. We need a new Obama around this bitch. We need somebody, because when he came around, everybody's on the same page, like, man, let's all vote. If we don't get that type of spirit, we ain't gonna be able to beat this man.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. The only reason people voted for Obama because Obama was black. That was the perception.
Right. So we need maybe a Spanish president or something. You know, who go something that's new, a woman or something that's gonna bring some fire that make a motherfucker go out and vote.
It's different because, like I say, people wanted to make history. That's why Obama got voted in.
Right.
You know
that was a big part of it.
You know what I'm saying? But like I talked to people overseas and people like my partner overseas, Dizzy Raskin was like, he was like, yeah, so Obama won. I was like, yeah, we got a black president. He's like, you don't have a black president. You got a mixed president. Obama is just as black as he is white. I said, so if Obama, he said, and Obama's mama was white. His grandmother was white. And he was raised by them. So when Obama see a white woman, he don't see a white woman. He see his family. So he's not going to make a decision over white people for a black person because for him, he has stake in both of them. So Obama was trying to bring both of these together. Kanye and Trump are able to bond over the fact that Obama ain't fuck with neither one of them.
Right.
That's their main bonding point.
Right.
Because Obama called Kanye a jackass for what he did to Taylor Swift.
Right.
And Trump got mad because Obama capped on him at the correspondence dinner. So Obama shot slugs at both them there. That's why Trump ran for president. That's why Kanye got behind Trump. Now, that being said, if you don't know who you should be voting for, that's your fault. Like, you need to do more research and then realize, Okay, well, and like I say, there's a lot of people who probably wanted to vote. Their candidate ain't even in the game no more.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So now they stuck out of the whole thing.
Don't know who to vote.
Right, so they gonna have to go through this dude getting another turn. That's why I say local elections is key. That's why I say if you want to change everything,
and that's
local elections.
That's true.
Because if you flip the Senate, then the president can't stop nothing to that point.
But I'm saying
look like
on a presidential level, it still need to be. If Kanye West can go in there and sit down with Trump and make some shit happen, just to shit on Obama.
What is he making happen though?
I'm just saying,
because he ain't got his agenda.
Okay, it ain't happened. Ain't nothing happened. I ain't saying something happened. I'm just saying if he can. We can't do. It's either this, fool. We sitting in this style like, oh, we getting fucked. We know we can't beat the man. We can't do shit about Trump. He winning. Right. We know that's a fact. So it's either we sit here and look dumb for 4 hours and mad, fuck Donald Trump, or we get somebody in that bitch to sit down with him and benefit something off the shit and say, well, fuck it. We don't fuck with him. But Kanye, if you can talk the nigga into giving us, some shit for the hood, fuck it, let's do it. At least it's something for the hood. And we can talk about it, get Larry who out of money. Let's get him.
Talk to that nigga and tell him what y'all want is black people. Black people not holding Kanye accountable in terms of the president. Black people still mad because they ain't getting another good life and all of that.
Now, black people after he did the Trump shit, they just like, fuck that nigga. So that's what I'm saying. That's their mind frame of it. Most people, they like, fuck Trump. I mean, fuck Kanye because he fuck with Trump. Right. But my mind frame is, we can't beat the motherfucking Trump. No way. We already know it's a lock win. We know the next one is a lock win. Don't feel like that.
Oh, what do you think it's over?
Oh, I can tell you. I watch this a lot. I follow politics.
You want to vote for? I can't tell you. I don't know none of them. I'm not excited about none of them.
Nobody.
You know what I'm saying? So I know we ain't gonna make it. So that's what I'm saying. So we out of there. Fuck it. Let's just say, all right, instead of us just saying fuck it and take an L for 4 straight years. Get somebody in there who can be cool with this motherfucker. Just gas him up on shitting on Obama. Man, Obama ain't never did this. If you can do this, then we'll be cool.
But see, he'll do that. I think you're giving Kanye too much credit because I don't believe Kanye has a level of influence with this president that you think he might have.
He was nervous. He was nervous when he went
I don't think like Trump, he went in there and started talking with the man about
he didn't even go.
You need a new jet and all this old whole ass shit. Like he not gonna stay on his note.
He's not gonna stay.
He's not the person.
End of the day, I'm just saying, like, I seen that shit till he did get in there. I was with him until he got in there on the dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if we can get somebody, if it's Kim, if it's her, but get motherfuckers out of jail or whatever.
I think Trump
I'm cool with whatever. I'm cool with whatever we can get from him.
Trump wants black people to feel like, hey, man, y'all think I'm racist. Here go my black friend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is my black friend. So
that's what we need. Okay. We want to, show them you ain't racist. You got a black friend right here. Now give us this for the.
No, you got to do something for black people, not a picture with your black friend.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? You got to do more than have a black friend to prove that you. And then I'm saying, because I know white people in my circle that are low key racist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They just not racist with me.
Exactly. I think everybody racist.
They're not racist with me. Most people are bigoted. Most people ain't racist.
What you mean by bigoted?
Well, bigoted means you don't like somebody for who they are and what they represent. Most people got that.
I think a lot of people racist. I think black people racist a lot of the times too. Even us, we racist with a lot.
We bigoted. We're not racist because in order to be racist against somebody means you would have being racist against somebody implicitly means that you have a level of power. So we can dislike white people all we want, but we can't be racist of white people because we can't stop white people from getting nothing and doing nothing in life. Racism is an action, right? Like we don't like black people. Okay. So we're going to stop black people from getting into college. We're going to stop black people from getting good jobs. We're going to stop black people from getting into good neighborhoods, right? Now, if you're bigoted, that means I don't like this person. I don't like white people because they look like this, they do that. I don't like black people like that. But if I don't have no power, you can dislike people all you want. If you ain't got no power to stop them from doing what they doing, it's redundant.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a difference between being bigoted and being racist. But that's a whole other podcast.
Carry on. Keep going. I like it. But switching, go ahead. We had Face on here recently. He running for District D.
Right.
We're going to see you running as mayor soon.
I just had to go through this with Chairman Hall. Chairman Hall was on her show talking about Rodney Reed last week, and she hit me with that, am I going to run for mayor? Right now, like I tell you, like a lot of people tried to get me to actually run against Sylvester when Sylvester was first running for mayor, and I'm glad I didn't, because the first thing that happened on his watch was Harvey. I wouldn't have known what the fuck to do with Harvey. Right. You know what I'm saying? Now, he's the person that's been in city council for years. He's been a state rep for years. He understands the infrastructure of government on a better level than I do. Yeah. He's got relationships with people, and he understands who needs to be doing what about what. All I knew is if people said they needed help, I was just trying to be out there and give them help. But in terms of how the city works, that's a whole other can tomatoes. And the other thing, as far as mayor, it's a thankless job. So I don't give a fuck how good of a mayor you are. It's gonna still be a bunch of people that don't like you and gonna talk shit about you. I'm not really good with people talking shit about me.
Yeah, we saw you before on the college campus.
Like to do. I don't take easy to that kind of criticism just for the sake of criticizing.
Yeah.
Constructive criticism, if there's something I could do better, let me know. I'm willing to work at that. I'm willing to try hard in certain situations. But all that I just don't like you. You don't fuck you. Yeah. I just don't fuck with you like that. Well, I mean, we can handle that if you.
That's what kind of mail we need.
To address that.
Somebody say, "Bun B, you fucking up. You already do it, man. Fuck you. Shut up."
I'm about catching the square though. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of grass in front of City Hall. I mean, we can do whatever you want to do. Yeah, but it's. I talked to what's his name, Kasim, that used to be the mayor of Atlanta, about what's it actually like being mayor. You know, he said it's a lot of bullshit you got to deal with. There's a lot of people that you have to deal with that you may not normally want to deal with, but every now and then when an old lady calls and say like, we got this whole pothole on my street that's been here for a long time, you can actually call somebody, they go over there and fill the pothole. So it's a lot of very, very small personal victories. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it is spent in City Hall trying to balance budgets with the county controller and all that type of shit. And like I said, it's a thankless job, man, because if you do a good job, nobody really gonna tell you you're doing a good job. But if you do a bad job, that's all you gonna hear, is that you're doing a bad job. And then the other thing is, I can't rap if I become mayor. I can't be in New Orleans on stage and a cop get killed.
Yeah,
right.
I got to stop everything. I got to come home. Because see, whenever somebody that works for the city get killed, the mayor has to call a family. You know what I'm saying? So every time a firefighter get hurt in a fire, a cop get shot and all of that, the mayor got to show up on the scene to let the city know, whoever did this, we're going to catch this fool, and you still shoot. Don't worry, we got the city under control. Then I got to go to their house and tell his wife, look, thank your husband for his service. He's going to be okay. We appreciate everything. And if the man died, you got to call the family, and the family may not want to hear that shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's a 365 responsibility.
It's all day, my nigga. I can't be in the studio. I can't be over at Kimmons or at Big King House and shit doing the song.
So if you was mayor, what kind of things you would improve around the city of Houston?
Well, one, man, I really would like to get more money for the schools, because a lot of schools in the inner city is closing down. You know what I'm saying? We need to be paying teachers a lot more so that people who care about educating our children can have the job and have a sustainable life. Because a lot of these people that teach right now is really teaching just to pay back like student loans. Like there's an initiative, if you teach for X amount of years, you know what I'm saying, that you can clear your student loan debt. You know what I'm saying? So you got niggas who might have majored in biology, teaching English just so they can say they're teaching something, you know. And then the other thing is, school isn't even really about the electives that you take, and it's really all about testing, because testing decides who gets money for schools and whatnot. So that's how schools get the budgets that they need for their school, is by testing. So a lot of the time that they were spending in class actually teaching math, actually teaching science, and teaching English, they got to put that shit to the side and pull out their little test booklets and let niggas do testing so we can get high test scores.
Yeah.
The other side of education with kids is parents. We have less and less parents that are involved with their kids' lives. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what their kids are doing on social media. They don't know what kind of life their kids have when they leave the house and go to school. Half of them change their clothes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Put on jewelry, the whole different kids, change shoes and shit.
That's what's wrong with the world.
And then when
family structure.
And then when something happened with the kid at school, the first thing they say is, where their mama and their dad at? You know what I'm saying? Where are the parents? Well, a lot of them, there are no such thing as parents. There may be a parent or a guardian, right? But there's no traditional family structure. Why is it that parents can't monitor what their kids doing on social media? Very simple. The parents is on social media, right? A lot of them have secret lives on social media. They ain't motherfuckers DMs and shit like that. So how can they monitor their kids when they steady doing what they doing on social media? The other half of the parents don't know enough about social media. They not at all in social media. A lot of kids have to set up their parents' email, remind them what their password is, all of that type of shit. So how can you monitor what your kids is doing online when you don't really understand how online works? You know what I'm saying? So so parents are giving their kids phones, iPads, and computers. They're giving them a bunch of shit that they don't understand. You know what I'm saying?
Too early.
Way too early. It's not even about too early. The fact that why would you give your child a computer if you're not computer literate?
Right.
How do you even know that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing on the goddamn computer?
You can't even check the history on them.
You know what I'm saying?
But they don't mind because that's the babysitter now.
Right. And that's so the kid don't bother them while they off doing what they might not need to even be doing in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot to it, man. But again, that's the household. That doesn't really deal with how the city works. You know what I'm saying? We need proper funding for schools so we can give kids the best opportunity. Now, whether or not the parents are helping those kids take full advantage of that opportunity, usually it's their problem. But then when the kid come to school and want to fight, and the kid is frustrated with school because our home is, a lot of kids in the inner city go to school just to eat.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of kids that's on free lunch that if they didn't get, you know, like if every kid had to have lunch brought to school by their parents, it's a gang of kids wouldn't eat. Wouldn't be eating breakfast or lunch. You know what I'm saying? We definitely need to figure out this situation with the flooding. You know what I'm saying? The whole firefighter issue, I said with the mayor, I talked with him about that for about 45 minutes. It's not an easy problem to solve because people simply don't want to accept what the mayor's offering. The mayor, not like the mayor ain't been offering them, like, you know, regular city people got a raise, they took it. He offered them X amount of % of a raise. This for this year, this for this year, this for this year. So whatever it is you want, over 3 years, you'll end up getting. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the police. Police wanted a raise. Okay, we give you this year, this year, this year. Eventually, you're going to get what you want. They try to do the same with the firefighters. Firefighters were like, no, we don't want that. We want twice as much as that. He said, okay, well, if I give you this, that means I got to fire them. Because the money got to come from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So everybody want what they want from the city, but it's only X amount of money that the city got to do it with.
In the middle of a budget.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So in order to pay the firefighters, he got to fire garbage men, municipal workers, park and recreation. You got to fire them.
Right.
Also, we gotta, you know, we have a budget set up to where, you know, we have, let's say 1,200 new firefighters that's going to get ready to join in the next 2-3 years. If I give you what you want, I can't hire them. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot that go into this. I don't know if I want that job.
Right.
And like I say, even if you do it good, even if you do it good, you don't really get no credit for it. You know what I'm saying?
It's always going to be somebody against you.
Yeah, like if I keep your neighborhood safe, you're not going to be like, thanks for keeping my neighborhood safe. That's what I'm supposed to fucking do, is keep your neighborhood safe. You don't get no credit for doing what you're supposed to do.
Well, he better hope his house don't catch on fire.
You know what I'm saying?
They ain't going to put that motherfucker out. What address? Hell no.
And it's hard to fight with the firefighters, right? Because if the police come to your door, somebody did something wrong, right? Like if somebody called the police and the police knock on your door, somebody did something wrong. The worst case scenario is that they had the wrong house. But the police come out, somebody did something wrong, and somebody might be going to jail. So whenever the police at the door, even if you ain't done nothing wrong, you're nervous. Firefighters come to your door, they coming to help. That's it. Firefighters come to put the fire out, help with the baby, get a cat out of the tree. So everybody love the firefighter because the firefighters don't arrest people. They don't assault people. There's no firefighter brutality cases in the world. So when a firefighter comes, it's always a good thing. Oh, thank God you're here. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be at the door, oh man, it's the laws outside. Where the weed at? Like,
I think he should kick some of them municipal workers because they don't do shit anyway. When I call out and I sit on the phone for 45 minutes, then they get on your ass.
And then when the city tell you we only picking up trash one day a week, you gonna be a mad motherfucker because you got all the trash piled up.
I call them now. Acres on, hey man, motherfucker been dumping. We'll get to it next month. Hey, it's a big ass horse in the middle of the street. What you want me to do?
Right. Like I said, you can't win.
You can't win situations. Just have
it only pay, and it don't pay as much as what I make in a year. Right. And I got to quit doing that. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not in real estate. Like most people that work in politics come from a legal background. Right. So a lot of people in politics are lawyers.
Yeah.
They've been with law firms for a while. They make good money. And you can still have your law firm going. Maybe you're not the practicing lawyer, but your law firm can still go on. But I'm a rapper. I got to make the song.
Right.
So unless I just start signing a bunch of niggas to go out there, you know what I'm saying, that's trying to make a bunch of big hit records, you know, it's a lot, man. Like I said, it's a lot. And then, you know, like I said, I got to get up. Something happened. I got to get up. Queens, they just killed a cop. I got to go. You know, it's a lot. So I could be with my grandkids, want to do something. You know what I'm saying? And my granddaughter cheer competition or something. I got to go, man. Something just happened. Gangster just shot somebody, you know what I'm saying, on the other side of town. And some of these things happen. It fucked up everywhere, man. Some of these
the mayor, he never sits still.
He can't. He got to go somewhere and stand in front of somebody and tell them it's gonna be okay. You got to go in front of the black group. You got to go in front of the Muslims, in front of the Indians, in front of the gay people. And Houston is the most diverse city in America now. So you got 100 plus languages spoken in Houston. Yeah. At some point, you got to get in front of each one of those groups and assure them that they're going to be heard.
Yeah.
You know, that's a lot.
You got to please all them people.
People want me to be mad because it'll be cool.
That's all.
You know what I'm saying?
You're saying it's a job.
But as soon as something, but then when you call and be like, hey man, this horse in the road, and I don't do things. Hey, B, what's up? Hey man, I don't even want to fuck about this horse, man. What's up with your municipal work, man? What's up with your people, man? You don't bring people on that shit. Everybody's gonna have something to complain about.
Gonna be like, hey man, that nigga Bun B ain't doing shit for us, man.
It's a job. You need that law. We should have
never made this nigga, man. This thing ain't doing shit. I got the same pothole I had when Turner was Sylvester Turner was man. That shit stayed fucked up. These kids still shooting each other. You know, the man come to me. Hey man, if you have, you know, if you and the guys in the street have any answers or way y'all can help with this situation that's going on in the city, man, let me know. We'll take any advice you got, because that shit not no easy fix.
Yeah. What advice you got for that? For these youngsters, all this crime going on, these youngsters, all that, what you think?
I mean, a lot of this shit started at home. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But then you still have kids from good homes that get out here and do dumb shit. Social media tells you, if you're a young kid, right, you're a teenager, no matter what color you is, you need jewelry, you need a gun, and you need swag. Right? You know what I'm saying? You need that. You know what I'm saying? Even if you ain't got no flex in the street, you need a gun. You need to be able to wave a gun. You need to be able to have some money you can put on your hip. You need to have Balenciaga shoes. You know what I'm saying? You need to have a certain kind of belt. You need to have certain things. But there's no reason to even be concerned with who you are as a person.
Yeah.
Right? Because everything is gauged through social media. And you look at people's pages, they get likes. The girls look at pages, it's a girl with a big ass with some big titties and short dress that's twerking and all of that. That's the majority of what people use the Instagram account. They want likes and views and a blue check like everybody else. Right. So what do I have to do for these likes? What do I have to do? So they got to look at somebody to draw that influence from, to be like, okay, well, I need to be more like this dude. Yeah. I need to be more like that dude. I need to be doing this. I need to be out here getting to it. I need to be securing the bag. What the fuck? You 17 years old, man. What the fuck you securing the bag for?
You got to keep up with the
microwave babies.
You know what I'm saying? Gang, and I see white kids talking about they bickering and bullying. Like, the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? Like I know there ain't no games where you at. You know what I'm saying, for that shit. And that was not even. It's not like. And then you have these kids now who, because they are not in a proximity to a gang, create their own gangs.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So now we are Woodshire Crips. You know what I'm saying? We the Sienna Plantation Lake Blood.
Right.
Type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
They're trying to be a part of something so they can be like, we gang.
Right.
And,
you know.
And the deepest thing about it, they getting a hold of these guns and they hitting each other. Killing each other and they don't get serious to
Well, I mean, because the guns, none of them know how to fight. Right?
Yes.
None of them know how to fight. There's a bunch of cats that have never really had to deal with the ramifications of being busting them out, right? For what you say. And that's what the internet allows you. The internet allows you to talk shit to somebody without that person busting your ass in the motherfucking mouth.
Right.
Right? So you have all this aggression built up, and then when you see somebody, and if you have a gun, you probably going to use a gun. I know a lot of times we're dealing with road rage, you know what I'm saying? They take everything from me not to hurt, like really want to hurt somebody in the moment. Kids dealing with bullying. Bullying when we went to school, you know, some kids, they ain't want to go to school because they knew once they got to school, shit was going to start. And all the way from when they got out of school. So 8 in the morning and 3 in the afternoon, they got shit they got to deal with. Yeah. Now it's 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
They beating you up on the weekend online. You a whole ass nigga. You ain't shit.
Replaying that fight video of you getting beat up.
You know what I'm saying? And then there's people that get involved with the shit that ain't got nothing to do with it. So a kid that usually would be getting bullied by 2 or 3 kids, they get bullied by the whole class now because everybody want to be a part of the group activity.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you are the dirty boy. You sure are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Type of shit like that. And people don't want to live like that. People don't want to get up and for kids, school is life. Like that's the real world to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we look at it like, man, y'all just in school.
That's their life.
No, that's the real world to them.
Yeah.
That's their social circle. That's their job. That's their whole life is based off of that. And people get tired of that. People go, if grown people gonna go to work and kill their coworkers because they don't like how they're getting handled at work, does it surprise you that kids want to go to school and kill other students because they don't like the way they're getting handled at school?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This shit's not no, you know, America, we just got too many guns.
Yeah.
And it's too easy to get guns. But at the same time, you giving up your gun.
Nope.
Giving up your gun. Giving up your Sam. You
everybody else.
Right. That's the thing. That's what everybody say. Why would I give up my gun if the criminal still got their gun?
Yeah.
Everybody with a gun is potentially a criminal. Nobody think of it like that.
But you gotta use
everybody with a gun is potentially a criminal.
If you use it for protection, though, that's different. If you're using it for protection,
it depends on the situation. It depends on where you at. Look at New York. Somebody can come in the state of New York. Somebody can come in your house, put their hands on you, put their pistol play on you, and if you shoot them to protect yourself, you go to prison.
That's why I ain't moving to New York.
You know what I'm saying? So we lucky that we live in a state that protect us as a gun owner. Because if I had done
violence out there though?
In New York. In New York?
Hell yeah.
It is.
There's nothing but gun violence in New York.
They ruthless.
You know what I'm saying? If I had done in New York what I did in my house in Texas, I'd be in prison right now.
Yeah.
Right now. For protecting my family. I'd be in prison right now. No ifs, ands, or buts.
And that's crazy. Somebody was coming to harm you.
The state of New York said somebody come in your house with a pistol, you're supposed to lay it down.
That's fucked up. I ain't never moving to New York. That's why I never got there.
You're supposed to lay it down. Like just square business. You're supposed to let them do what they want to do.
That's crazy.
And then wait till they leave and call the police is going to take
them. That's very different rules, man.
That's very stupid. You sit here, rob me at gunpoint, fuck my wife, terrorize my kids, then I gotta wait for you to leave.
That's what we need to work on as America. We need to say, fuck out this middle shit and let's just stick together.
I think people like to purge so much.
If we free
for a lot of people,
weed is legal,
the purge actually makes sense.
Yeah. They kind of purging in Colombia right now. It's going down out there right now.
Philippines too.
Yeah.
Philippines too. They killed all the drug dealers.
They did that.
That's the hardest thing I ever had to do in my life.
Motherfuckers, boy.
Hardest thing I ever had to do in my life was trying to find weed in the Philippines. Because nobody want to admit they're drug dealers. Nobody want to admit they're a drug dealer.
The dude that's in right now,
Duarte.
he locking all drugs. He killing them now.
Killing drug dealers.
Killing all drug dealers.
Yeah, I don't want to go to the Philippines.
He need Jesus. He ain't right. That's
crazy.
I mean, like I said, this is a different world we living in now, and I don't know if I would want to be the person that's responsible for people like that.
Well, yeah, fuck that. Let's get back to rap then, man. Fuck all this politicking. Let's get back to the rap style. What kind of questions you got over there, actually?
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Question I had was, what was the last record you and Pimp C worked on?
Oh, yes.
Heaven. It's a song we did called Heaven. That's on the last album.
That's crazy.
Is that, I wonder if there's a heaven, if there's a real G. That's the last. That's the last record we worked on, and the last thing I said in the studio with him was, "I hope there's a heaven for me, and I hope there's a heaven for you too."
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
You know what I'm saying? And we was both thinking about our stepdads. And my stepdad was dead, and his stepdad was dead. And that's kind of And then we always made records for young niggas in the street to like not give up on God. Like, you know, I know shit be fucked up, and I know you do some dumb shit trying to make it happen, but don't ever give up on God, because God ain't giving up on you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you may be doing some dumb shit now, but you ain't liable to always be doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? The only reason people keep doing dumb shit is because they feel like, one, there's no way out from doing dumb shit, and two, I done already done too much to turn back to be forgiven for what I done, which is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? There's always, as long as you got breath in your lungs, you got a chance to ask God to forgive you. And if you sincere about it, like you can't pray to God to, you know, Lord help me, I'm finna go hit this lick. That's not how. That's not how that shit work. You know what I'm saying? But after you do something that you know you weren't supposed to be doing, you can ask God to forgive you. Right. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like I said, I know there's a lot of young niggas out here that feel like, man, I done too much dirt. Ain't no way God gonna forgive me. You just don't have a strong enough relationship with God to understand what God will forgive.
So as far as like the let's go back to like '96 when you dropped Riding Dirty. Like how did y'all do the sessions back then? Like, you know, nowadays pretty much people be emailing the verses. A lot of time they don't be in the studio. So like, how did y'all come together with the songs? Like how y'all put the songs together?
Well, I mean,
we studio together.
We lived in the house in the same house at the time. So we did all the pre-production at the crib. Like we had it set up at the house. You know? So we would everything that you know Riding Dirty, we had already kind of done in some form of fashion at the house. And then like when we needed niggas to play, because we had like a lot of live instrumentation on Riding Dirty. And so motherfuckers would come to the house. Like we had a whole setup in the living room where, you know, we had an organ player. We had a whole B3 of the Leslie in the studio. We had a bass player, and we had a guitar player, and Pimp was the drummer with the drum machine. You know what I'm saying? And so we created all this stuff in the house, and then we took it to the studio and laid it down. And Riding Dirty is different, because I don't know of any rap album that was done on Pro Tools before Riding Dirty. Like, you know, Joe came to us and was like, yo, it's a whole new way to do this shit digitally. You know what I'm saying? You know, Joe was like, I've been working with this dude, Skip. Skip had this computer set up. Skip was like the #1 like sound effects dude, and so he did a lot of the radio commercials. You listen like AutoZone, you hear the car starting up and horn. He had the biggest sound library, and so, but his counts were not in Houston. So he would be able to do everything in the computer on Pro Tools and then send people what they needed.
This the dude with K?
Yep.
I remember him. It was that Fry Road. Yeah, I remember
So we was going out there to record, and Joe was just like, look, this is the new way of doing shit, you know what I'm saying? You take everything and you dump it into the computer. And then we do everything in the computer, and the computer can give you as many tracks as you need. So instead of just going somewhere that had 48 tracks or 72 like digital, you know, we had 100 and some tracks. Even though we didn't really need them all, and whatever we needed music for, we could do it. It was just endless amount of shit. And so, and most of the people that's on Riding Dirty lived in Houston. So it's not that we had anybody from New York or LA or all that shit. We had like the Biden Boys. We had like 3-2. We was on a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? 3-2. You know what I'm saying? Because we was actually trying to put 3-2 in UGK at the time.
It sound like that because y'all were working. Y'all were working.
There was a lot of records. Like One Day was originally a 3-2 record. One Day was a solo song for 3-2. 3-2 came and played us his old album, and One Day was the last song he played, and he was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna put that shit on the album. Pimp was like, you crazy, nigga, that's the hit. Like, that's the best song you got. Like, nah, that shit too slow, it's too sad. Like, give it to me. Give it to me, I'm gonna show you it's a hit record. He gave us a record, and we kept his first verse. That's why he first on the song. And then we took the other 2 verses, and then One Day became like a record that people gonna listen to for the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have any more Pimp verses?
I don't have any Pimp verses. I've never had any Pimp verses because once Pimp C passed away, all of his shit went to the estate. So I don't have no beats. I don't have no verses. I never did. Anytime I needed anything, I used to have to go. I had to go to Shinora.
Yeah.
And be like, can I get this? Can I get that? You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want it because if something happened to me, I don't want nobody but Queen to be in control of my shit. I don't want her to have to go to somebody and talk to them about that shit. Yeah. She need to be able to do whatever she want to do with what's left of my stuff in a way that make her feel good at night. Yeah. So me and Shinara didn't agree on everything that she wanted to do, but I don't have a place to tell her. Right. All I can do is give her my advice. But whatever she decided to do, I'm going to support her. Yeah. Because I knew if I had died and Pimp was alive, even if Pimp didn't agree with Queen, he was going to support Queen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just, that's really all you can do in the
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? But no, I don't have no music. I don't have no verses. So.
But you can get some if you want to.
I don't even know what's left.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
You know, that's why now, for me, I got probably 20, 30 songs in the stash. I just made it my business to make sure that there's music left. You know what I'm saying? Like full songs, not just verses. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of what was left was features that had never came out, and maybe a couple of songs that he ended up deciding not to put out. Some shit that we decided didn't need to come out. You know what I'm saying? The Pimp was very flagrant about music, and there was a lot of shit. I was like, man, that song there nobody never need to hear that ever. Because we have to go to war. So it's gonna go down.
That's funny, man.
But yeah, so I always, every time at this point now since Pimp passed, every time I record, I purposely over-record.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of music out there. I still got 2 songs with Pharrell that I did for 2 Trill that never came out.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So it's music. There's a lot of music out there. And obviously when something happened to me, people gonna give her the music back. Because you can't put it out without her claiming it anyway. If you try to keep something that you got in mind, you ain't gonna do nothing but get sued any goddamn way. You know what I'm saying? So, but I ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying?
So at that moment, was that the best album process y'all had on Riding Dirty? Or you was
yeah, because Riding Dirty was the first time that we got to make. Riding Dirty is the first UGK album that came out exactly how we intended it to.
Okay, so what we had before that was supposed to double.
Yeah.
Super tight.
First album, Super Tight.
Now, before that, there was another
Too Hard to Swallow.
Yeah, exactly.
So Too Hard to Swallow, it's like 4 songs on Too Hard to Swallow that the record company, actually, we sent it in as an album. They listened to it and they were like, well, we don't want to pay for this sample, this sample, this sample, and this sample. So they took them 4 songs,
they ruined y'all
gave it to Sam and said, you take these songs and go remake these songs. And then put them on the album
like that.
and press the shit up without us.
Without y'all saying on
we didn't have final say based on our contract. It was always shit in the contract that we didn't know was in the contract because, you get a 60-page contract. They tell you, you know what I'm saying, you see the yellow tabs, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. You go on to sign a contract, you have the yellow tab, you're like, okay, you say you want an X amount of dollars. So we open up to page 22. We don't say nothing about 1 through 21. Open up to page 22, right? This right here where you say, this the money you wanted, this is us giving you the money. Initial right here.
Exactly.
We talk about that process all the time.
You wanted 3 videos. So we're going to go to page 37. We're going to skip 23 through 36. Go to 37. Yeah. They show 3 videos right here, just initial right here. You know what I'm saying? So they show you everything that you want to see, and they keep from you everything that you don't want to see. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get mad about something, I want to argue. Look at page 27. You know what I'm saying?
What's your best advice on that? Read everything.
It ain't about you. You can't read that shit.
You got to really have a good attorney. A good
one though.
I had what I felt was a good attorney, right? I was like, my attorney used to work for Jive. Yeah. So I felt like, well, she know what they gonna do. She gonna look out for it. She looked out for them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Relationship with them.
And in my contract was somewhere where she got paid. You know what I'm saying? For making sure that they got everything they want. When Pimp went to jail, I told him, I said, I'm gonna do a solo album. It was like, well, Pimp made the music. Pimp is the face of this group. He's the personality. You just a side man or whatever. But we can exercise the clause. I said, what clause? What you know? Well, there's a clause in your contract. Turn to page 54. You know what I'm saying? There's a clause that if one of y'all go to jail or die, the other one can finish the group with another person. We just reduce your percentage.
Wow. We just reduce your percentage.
And keep the group.
And we'll keep the group. We'll keep the contract intact, and you don't have to do nothing. If you and 3-2 want to be UGK, that's fine. But we just gonna, you know, we'll take about 5 points away.
That paperwork.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't give a damn about you.
And I'm like, well, can I go somewhere else? Yeah, if they'll do it. You know, they ain't think nobody's gonna do it. I went straight to the old man. I said, shit, let's work this out.
Made it happen.
Let's do that.
How you and Crit linked up for the return of the trill? Like, what made you want to do it?
I didn't. I was really, you know, if you looked at like 5 years of where I didn't really do any music, right? I was teaching at Rice. I still had shows and shit, and but making music wasn't fun no more. Like once Pimp died, I was making music really because I kind of had to. I felt like I needed to, but I didn't enjoy making music no more. You know what I'm saying? And my wife was like, "Nigga, you got to go to work." Yeah. Like, I go to work. I go to Rice. I do this. I do that. No, nigga, you need to go back to work. You are a rapper. Like you need to go back and make rap music. And I'm like, man, I really don't enjoy this shit. Like I don't just like going over and getting beats from them. But you need to find somebody that you get along with where you can enjoy this. You know what I'm saying? So we looked at a couple of people and it came down to Crit. Crit was the person I felt had the best sense of where the sound was and where it needed to go. And I get along real good with Crit. You know what I'm saying? Like outside of music, we get along real good. And so I called him. He was like, OG, give me 2 weeks to finish my album and I'm here for it. So we would just go to Atlanta and record, but we did everything out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? So we would just go to Atlanta and stay for like 3-4 days and just go in the studio every day and work with Crit. And then we was going on tour, and so we had a lot of shows in the South. So we would like we have a show in Birmingham. So I fly to Atlanta on Thursday, right? I go to the studio on Thursday, I go to the studio on Friday. Saturday I drive down to Birmingham, go do my show, and I come back to Atlanta and go to the studio on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So we started trying to book everything. Anything that anybody wanted in that proximity, we would do it just so we would be able to go and work like we wanted to. Like we would do Augusta and Savannah. I go to the studio all day, leave, go do the show, come right back to the studio. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Getting the job done.
And we just doing songs. And I'm telling you, we ended up with probably about 35, 40 songs out of them sessions. You know, we worked probably for like a year and a half. Because I had started initially at Kayne Studio with Big E. I started trying to do an album with Big E and Beans and Cornbread and, you know, a couple of different dudes. And I didn't like that process. They gave me the best music they had. They gave me everything that I could have wanted, but I couldn't catch a vibe with the process because I just felt like I was going through the motions. And it's really just me in the studio writing the beats. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So being in the studio with Crit produced. No. Well, not just that. It just was no connection. Yeah. In that sense. Well, Big E was in the studio to be fair, but it just wasn't. I'm steady like calling this person and then the Big E beats might not match with the Beans and Cornbread, which don't match with the playing skills. It wasn't a vibe to the album. It was just I can rap to anything. You know what I'm saying? So people bring me beats, I go in and rap it. I'm not taking a lot of time, so you know I go and cut a beat on, and I write to it. And, all right, cut another beat on, and I write to it. All right, well, I guess we out of beats. All right, let's go home type of shit, you know.
It's a difference to having a vibe.
And with Crit, it was more about like, Crit would play some stuff, and then Crit would be like, OJ, I think this is a good song for you to do. I think if we talked about this on this song, I think this would be a good song for people to hear your perspective about that shit.
Direction.
You know what I'm
saying? That's what you be saying.
Yeah. You know because the thing is, like, you gotta understand, we've been rapping so long, we be like, what the fuck did nigga even talk about? Like, you know. You be too close to it. Redundant. You be like, man, what the fuck? Like, that's why I kind of do the little character switch up shit like
themes and shit.
Sugar Daddy Slim, the King of the North shit, you know, just to give me something.
You got to do something that makes the process enjoyable to you. Otherwise, you're going to work and you're not happy, just like most of the people in the world. Right. And we have the opportunity based on what we do for it to be exactly what we want it to be, the process. Yeah. We just got to give a damn about the process. Most people just sign the labels and they do it because they got to pick up a check. They got to get that advance from the label. So they just going to go in and try to fill a commitment. But when you own your record company and it's all about you, you take what you got to do a lot more serious. And you're like, man, I'm not really feeling this shit. I mean, we got 12 songs, fool, but outside of this one and that one, man, I don't even really like half of this shit. I don't even think these 3 motherfuckers even make any sense with the other songs. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a theme and a vibe as something that you can stick to. Okay, this is what we talking about on this record. on this album. This is what we going after. We want this album to say this, this, and this. So unless the song can go back to this, we don't need to do it. You know?
Yeah, gotcha.
I get my vibe at the crib. You might need to go back. You just said, and Riding Dirty was a pre-production album. Like just sitting at the crib where you ain't in no rush, you know, you ain't in no clock, you know what I'm saying?
But you gotta understand,
I don't know how to
in
do
the
that
crib,
too.
it was me and Pimp. We lived in the same house. You know what I'm saying? We lived in the house. So Pimp making beats all day.
Yeah.
I'd be in the bed at 2 in the morning, and Pimp would go, Pee-wee, come here, this shit, man. I made a bad motherfucker. And I get up and have sleep, and cut it off. I'm like, that is a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
Fuck it, let's do that one right now. You know what I'm saying? And make the song right there in the moment. And Pimp, you know, UGK was always Pimp's baby.
Yeah.
Right? He always knew what he wanted this shit to be and the direction he wanted it to go. And Riding Dirty was always meant to be what it ended up becoming, which I don't think a lot of people really realize. Riding Dirty is meant to be an album of life on the south side of Houston in 24 hours. You know what I'm saying?
I never know that.
So that's what the whole album was meant to be. It was about life on the south side of Houston in 24 hours.
With the jail skits.
You know what I'm saying? And jail skits came from some different shit. So we had a nigga named Smoke D that we had signed, and he ended up getting in a situation. He tried to rob him. He ended up killing him, and so he went to jail. But we still wanted him to be involved with what we was doing. So we sent the nigga a mini DAT machine, but they thought it was a Walkman. But it was a mini DAT machine. So he'd walk around like he listened to music, but he just talking about everything he see. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so that wasn't you on there?
No, everybody think that's me.
I thought that was you.
Where is he from to be talking like that?
Jackson, Mississippi.
Ah.
So everybody, people to this day thought those were skits. So when you hear him talking, fuck this motherfucker, that's a real Colombian dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In jail.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he talking about motherfuckers and snitches. You know what I'm saying? Because he was giving some black dudes work. Black dudes got caught. They told on him because he was the plug.
Yeah.
And then once he came to America, you know what I'm saying? They locked him up. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So what was like?
So when he talking about these niggas in there kissing, he walking the chair. The niggas is really in there kissing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what was life like for 24 hours on the south side?
Well, you know, most dudes are sipping punch.
Right.
Riding around hitting legs, trying to avoid the jackers.
When your first time sipping some drink? I
say it on the song with me and Benny Siegel. I tell the whole story. Way back in '94 before Screw put his gate up.
Yeah. Man, oh yeah, you did say that shit.
You know what I'm saying? That was my first time. And I remember I was at his house and it was him, Kenny Bell, and Big Mello. And niggas had a gallon and they was emptying out baby bottles, like Gerber's. It was emptying out baby bottles and rinsing them out and shit, then pouring a 4. Because that's what Gerber's baby food came in 4-ounce bottles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They pour it in there, put it in the freezer, and they just sitting, that's all they was doing all day. And you see them there every now and then sip a little something, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? You know what I'm saying? And they was sipping, I was like, man, this is the craziest shit I've seen in my life. You niggas was drinking cough syrup. And back then, niggas was sipping in Boone's form. That was before the soda. You know, like the first punch I saw, niggas was sipping out of Boone's form. And I used to drink Boone's form in Wild Irish Road, so I was like, man, I don't want no wine. Like, I'm off that. You know, Mad Dog and all that shit. I don't want no wine. But when I first tasted, man, it tasted real good. You know, I was like, this shit tastes good. The next thing you know, you out cold. You seem like a motherfucker. And then it went to soda and shit like that. And then, like, Screw would always call niggas up, because this was before Screw had a car. Screw didn't have a car for years. Screw's the king of the South Side. He didn't have a car for years. So Screw would call a nigga up and like, hey, take me to Sam. I need to go get some tapes. Take me to Fiesta. I need to pay my light bill. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Take me to the store. I need to get me some peach knee-high. Shit like that. You know? But you felt honored to be driving DJ Screw to go get his tapes. You know what I'm saying? That was a big deal. You knew you was. It was a story to tell. Yeah, and you were part of the reason. And you were part of the reason that niggas finna get their Screw tape, because you picked up Screw and took him to Sam to get the boxes of Max L. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was about, you know, hustling, getting money, trying to fuck hoes, you know, trying to dodge haters, and then like kind of dealing with the ramifications, niggas getting killed and shit like that, and trying to figure out, how do I get out of this game? How do I break this cycle? And then like, do I even really want to stop doing this type of shit? So that's where you get like High Life from, you get One Day from, but then you get, up early at 3 in the morning, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. The boys is out, street niggas is out. Like that, you know what I'm saying? And then like the pictures, so all the pictures is based off of Screw. So like if you open it up, you like the album cover Riding Dirty is us looking back, right? But it's because niggas just pulled up to jack us. That's the whole concept. So if you look inside and you open it up, the pictures, it's the Biden boys with AKs and shit. Cause we was in C-No Bourbon. Yeah. Had a bourbon on Blaze. So it's like them niggas jacking us. We shot it all in front of Screw House. And if you look inside, it's a picture of me, Pimp, and Screw. Yeah. Inside Riding Dirty. And on the wall in Screw House is the test vinyl for Tell Me Something Good. Because I used to know Screw, and Screw used to DJ after hours on Griggs. So when we first pressed it up, I went straight to the after hours and let Screw play the record. Screw was the first person to play any record we made. That was our first record. I took the test press vinyl and brought it straight to Screw. Screw played it in the after hour. Niggas fuck with it, he kept it, and then eventually after niggas blew up, he put it on the wall. Wow.
Man, that shit was clear. Like I remember in an apartment the first time I heard that damn Tell Me Something Good, and it was instant. Like I fucked with it immediately, but it was so different. You know what I'm saying? It was just because
that story to life.
It was just
sound like a movie.
I mean, we writing the whole UGK story now as we speak. But it's like, you can't put everything right because you gotta. Well, just because it takes so long to try to explain every story, so we trying
to a lot of different movies in the movie.
Yeah. So you're trying to put what they call pivotal moments, and like movies are made, and even TV shows is about. Okay, here's our life, and here comes some conflict, and then we got to deal with the conflict, and then the end of it is we resolve the conflict. Right. When you do a TV show, every episode got to be that. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying? In order to do the TV show, we got to write each episode and figure out where we are in that moment, what is the conflict, how do we resolve the conflict. Mm-hmm. But then at the end of those, with TV, you got to leave a little bit of mystery at the end of the episode to show what kind of conflict is coming. So you got to have, a really good understanding of how TV works. You got to you have to be a person that really watch a lot of TV and watch a lot of movies in order to even attempt to try to do some shit like that. Yeah, I'm working with somebody that got a real good handle on it. I got a pretty good handle on it, and we got a pilot. The pilot is cold.
When that's going to come out?
Shit, as soon as somebody buy it, you know what I'm saying? I've been meeting with different people, you know what I'm saying? Letting me get somebody like I had. The dude I was talking to with Tidal, nigga was interested, and he ended up leaving Tidal. So now we got to sit with the new dude and try to get him. The first dude understood it. Yeah. Second dude don't really, not, a lot of people don't, if you're not from here, you don't get it.
You don't get it.
You know what I'm saying? So I was talking with this director, the one that, he's done a couple of movies about, a lot of his big movies is about music, and he's from Houston. So when I approached him with it, he was like, I get this, you know what I'm saying? And like he did a 70s movie about music, he did the 80s movies about music. So I was like, this could be your 90s movie about music, and it's in Houston. So he had an HBO deal for, First Look for TV. So he pitched it to the person was like, I like it, let's set up a meeting. Then you call back, that person don't work there no more. This Hollywood shit is crazy. So now you got a new person in, and you're trying to, you have to try to explain this shit over and over. Some people know, some people don't. Some people get it, some people don't get it. So it's a whole process. I mean, look how long New York is the middle of media. Look how long it took for Wu-Tang to get something going.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But by the fact that these movies, these TV shows are working, the Tupac movie, even though it wasn't great, it worked. NWA movie, perfectly executed, made a bunch of money. So they see there's room for it. So just about trying to make people understand that this is a real story that people want to see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that takes process.
It definitely is with the music that came from the South in your era really is what you hear today. It
is. And that record company, when Pimp came home, because we tried to tell them with Riding Dirty, they had Riding Dirty, they had the template for everything that the South was talking about, the cars, the drink, everything, the lifestyle, everything. They didn't understand, they didn't know how to market it, none of that shit. And then, Pimp goes to prison, and everything we talked about become the shit. Your album come out. Yeah. Already Platinum come out, Mike come out, Paul come out, everybody come out. Cooper, it's the #1 music in the country, in the world, right? Drink and all of that Candy Paint, all that shit is all anybody wanted to hear talk about.
Dirty came out in
96. And in 2004, 2005, all this shit come out. And they realized they had the #1 group for the shit.
Right.
Didn't do nothing with it. And now they can't because one of them locked up.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So as soon as Pimp came home, they flew down like 2 days after Pimp came home. First thing they did was apologize. Like, man, we sorry. We had no idea.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You dudes were 10 years ahead of your time. I'm sure I was like, shit, man, I tried to tell y'all back then. This is how people, like, just let it, that's why Riding Dirty is still our most successful album, because it's the one that they sat back, let us do it exactly like we wanted to do it. And then right after it, we had the biggest year in music because we had the #1 pop song with Big Pimpin', and we had the #1 street song with Sippin' on Scissor. You know what I'm saying? They was like, so all they wanted to do was like, yo, for this next UGK album, we're gonna get a beat from Timbaland, and we're gonna get a verse from Jay-Z, and we're gonna let Ike shoot the video, and we're just gonna do like a Big Pimpin' too. And I was like, well, what if we don't want to do it? Timbaland beat or Jay-Z verse? Can we still get a Hype Williams video? Can we still get all this money that y'all talking about spending? And they wouldn't say no. They'd be like, well, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to do it? And normally it was Pimp that would get into it with him. I was the one that got, I was like, man, I'm not feeling this shit, man. Y'all like, y'all some real phony motherfuckers over here, man. You know?
Yeah, it's like that on the record labels, man.
So what you got coming up? You got another album coming up?
Yeah. So I've been working with a couple of different people. I'm working with Cool and Dre. So we worked on a project together. I haven't been able to get back in with them because it's just, they got a busy schedule, you know what I'm saying? They have a lot of different things that they're doing, and then like Dre is an artist as well. But we went in, we made some pretty good records. I just couldn't find the time to just get to Miami like that because we started touring. We've been doing this Legends of Hip Hop tour for the last 3-4 years. But my next project will probably be the album with me and Manny Fresh. So me and Manny Fresh working on an album. And outside of Pimp, Manny's the person I've done the most music with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, outside of Pimp, I haven't recorded with anybody more than Pimp, but then after Pimp is Manny because of all the Cash Money shit I used to do. You know what I'm saying? So me and Manny have been making music together for over 20 years, and we get along real good. And Manny is real silly. You know what I'm saying? So it's real fun to be around, but Manny has a good eye for direction and a good ear for music. So his whole thing was like, look, we gotta have fun with this record. We can't be serious really at all. We might make one record, you know what I'm saying, that's serious, but we gotta have fun because that's what we do. Yeah. We don't talk about serious shit. We have fun. You know what I'm saying? So and he was like, man, so he's like, man, we gotta make a record that reflects our relationship. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, he said, I know you married now, you got kids and grandkids, and you don't like talking about this, the fucking, man, we gotta make records. We gotta be fucking on these songs, you know what I'm saying? We gotta be talking shit on these songs. We gotta like, fuck these niggas on these songs. And he's right. And Queen be like, yeah, you supposed to make those records. You see, like, all you wanna do is make a record about me on every album. I'm like, that's kind of where my life is. That's where I'm at. She's like, yeah, but everybody ain't there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta entertain people. And Manny has a good sense of that. So we've been working on a lot of stuff. And I had an idea to try to drop it around Bayou Classic. I wanted to really drop the album around Bayou Classic and make it like this whole New Orleans and Louisiana like album. But as we keep going and going, we realize that this album can be more than just like a niche album that only makes sense at this time. You know what I'm saying? So Manny was like, look, let's just pull back and make the best album we can make. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, look, we just gonna put Houston and New Orleans people on it. Like, nah, man, we know everybody. We can put anybody on this motherfucking record. Why would we not put the people we know on this record? So I was like, you know what? Let me just sit back and rap and let you take the lead on this type of shit. So now we finna just make the best album we can make and make it available to everybody. So you don't have to be from Houston. You don't have to be from New Orleans to really get it, because New Orleans bounce music is prevalent through a lot of shit. A lot of people, like ever since Drake made that record, a lot of people trying to make records with bounce in it and shit like that. And women everywhere want to shake their ass, so you got to make music for women everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Not just women that ride in slabs and might sip some punch or something like that. Or women that, you know, drink daiquiris and hang out on Bourbon Street. We got to make records for everybody.
So you going to make them get up out their seats.
Oh, yeah, I got to. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's fun and it's easy. Manny live here. Like, Manny got a house here, you know?
Right.
So,
you ain't got no travel.
Yeah, no, so Manny would be like, hey, bro, you here this week? And I be like, yeah, I'm here till Friday. Like, me too. I got shows this weekend too. Come by the house Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, I like to work early. Manny like to work early. So I go to Manny house by 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I be there knocked out 2-3 songs by 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock.
Back to the crib.
Get right back to the house. Don't really fuck up none of my flows. I get everything I need done and still be able to go pick up my granddaughter from cheer practice or go eat dinner with my wife and shit like that. Or just sit on my ass watching football, some shit like that.
What else you got going on besides music? Any investments?
Yeah, we getting more into this real estate thing. I'm gonna talk to you about that when we get off camera later on this week. I have some things going on. And really, I don't like to jump my gun, but there's a lot of tech stuff that's been more and more available to me. But I don't like talking about that stuff unless I talk to Cooper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like to, you know, people come at me with a whole bunch of shit all the time, and I'm like, man, I go to Cooper.
Right.
Yeah, Cooper.
He gave us a 12-hour speech one day about it, and he was on point with everything he said.
I love working with Cooper. Cooper really wanted to get more involved because Cooper's not like a people person in the sense of going out and talking, hey, this is what we do. So he really, you know, that's something he really want me to kind of come in and be able to do that kind of thing because, you know, he's like, Bun, people like you got a pretty good intelligent level or whatever, I don't know how to say, intellect. And he's like, you can get this shit. He's like, we sit down, you just take a couple of months and focus on this shit with me and fuck with me on it, and you can understand it, then you can go out and explain it to people and help bring shit to the table. And I'm like, look, man, just take my money, bro. But he see a place for me in the space, and I don't want to be ignorant to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's where the world going.
And he get it. So if that's what he see, then if he see it, then I know it's there. You know what I'm saying?
Cooper on game with that. He been into that shit though.
Well, Cooper always was computer literate. Like Cooper had that first website. Cooper was the first one on social media. You know what I'm saying? He was that first nigga to get that good ringtone. He understood. Concentrating on a lot of that type of stuff. And
he understood all that shit super early.
And he, you know, and then Cooper always had the same woman.
He wasn't
really out here like living that entertainer's life. You know, he would make his money.
Yeah, he was
and then go home. You know, and a lot of that comes from, you know, growing up as a Muslim and having his old man be in the service and shit. So you have this discipline. He's always had discipline in his life. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why he was able to be very stable and very in the moment. And he never really gave himself over to this music shit. He did it because he was good at it, but he always saw bigger things for himself. And he's not selfish. Like he not doing this shit just to make money. He want everybody.
Exactly.
That's the thing I love about him. You know, he want everybody to come and get some of this. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know it, then, you know, give it to me and I'll do it. But don't give me. I don't need no bunch of money. From you. Just give me what you can live without. Like, only invest with me what you're not scared of. I don't want to be talking all this man business, but I'm just so proud of him. You know what I'm saying? For all the game that he gave me, and he wanted to be the Black Warren Buffett, and that's how you win by being in a position to not just make yourself some money, but make everybody some money.
Exactly.
You got to win the formula, and he's gonna, you know, regardless of who decide to get down with him or not. Cooper's gonna win.
He's gonna win.
He's already winning.
He's in position.
I definitely need to get with him.
It's not easy to get floor seats at the Golden State games. You know what I'm saying? And so he get floor seats wherever he go.
Goddamn Cam. Man.
I really just want to try to get in some of this other stuff, and then hopefully get this UGK TV show off the ground. And, you know, give people a chance to really see like the shit that we was really going through.
That'll be live.
You know what I'm saying? Because people
see it on Netflix or something. Goddamn, man.
And there's so many of these streaming platforms. It's really just about getting with the company that got the person that.
I think we need somebody out here. Fuck them Hollywood people. We need, if they playing, we need somebody out here to step up and, you know, who the shit. And then we got to figure out who gonna play Pimp C.
Yeah. You know, it takes a certain level of charisma to play a real person.
It does.
And Pimp had more charisma than most actors.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be very hard. He out there somewhere.
Somebody.
You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be very hard to find somebody who can really embody Pimp C. I feel like any nigga can be me. You gotta be fat, bald headed. You know what I'm saying?
Intellectual.
And talk proper. I think you can make that shit work. But yeah, I feel like, you know, we can write a good story and get all the people lined up. But if we don't have the right person playing Pimp C, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Let's make that happen. Y'all be on the lookout for that.
Yes. Yellow Beezy want it bad. Yellow Beezy want it bad.
Yeah.
He want it bad.
That'll be live though, man.
Right. Yeah, man. I remember.
You might have to cut that shag off.
If you're willing to sacrifice that,
he's willing to see. He's down. He like that. I ain't gonna lie, man. I fuck with Yellow, man. I like him. He's a good kid.
Yeah, he making some moves.
Y'all got a good song together too,
kid,
man.
And man, he just for him, that's his life dream, man. He feel like he could do it. I'm gonna give him a shot.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Give him a shot.
Man, I had a moment I seen Pimp C in Cornbread parking lot. I think y'all had just signed with the old man. And he was in a black and pop. Oh, you couldn't tell him nothing. You gotta have he talked shit. He cocked the car in the middle of the parking lot. Oh, but he was feeling himself that day.
He feeling himself every day. I never met a man more confident in himself.
Yeah.
And he understood who he was, he understood what he could do and what he couldn't do. Whatever he felt like he could do, he went for it. You couldn't tell him shit.
Yeah.
You couldn't tell him a motherfucking thing.
Yeah,
and then he succeeded at damn near everything he was that he wanted to do, so then you really couldn't tell him shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he didn't need no cosigner. Like, he felt he could do it and he was finna do it. There was a lot of shit. I was like, Pimp, man, what are you doing? Man, PB, I gotta try, man. I gotta have it, man. I gotta have it. I'm like, well, I ain't saying you can't have it, just let me know. I mean, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm down with you. But there was a lot of shit he wanted to do. He knew I wouldn't be down with it. And he was just like, man, he's like, I felt if I asked you, man, you would have tried to talk me out of it. So I just had to go ahead and do it.
I had to do it.
And I told him, I said, I don't give a damn, man. Whatever you do, right or wrong, my nigga, I'm gonna ride with you. I don't give a damn. I don't care if I feel like it's wrong. We gonna, you know, like Big G say, if it's a lie, we gonna ride on that lie. You know, and you know, with your brothers, man, you know, you don't argue about that shit in a mixed company. You know, whatever it is in the moment, you move on it in the moment. Then we get home.
Then you can
say
we
that
gonna talk about that shit.
I think the world needs to understand.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
Come home and discuss that. Get that,
man. Because you're always gonna disagree on certain shit, but family business gotta stay in the family. Right. You know what I'm saying? Niggas get in their feelings and try to put something on Twitter real quick and then delete it. Somebody screenshot all of this shit. It's a record for all of that shit, man.
It's up there.
And I saw a lot of groups and crews like get into it with each other and then try to come back together and do work again. And it's awkward for us because you just said fuck him. Like I was talking about earlier. You know what I'm saying? You said all kinds, but this nigga was a whole ass nigga, and now it's cool.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could have forgave niggas for certain shit that certain niggas forgave niggas for, you know?
It don't happen.
And my thing is, even if we don't get along about it, that's cool. We can agree to disagree. We can look, man, you on some shit I don't really feel right now.
Yeah.
You doing a lot. You fuck with niggas I don't fuck with. You doing shit I don't do. So I'm gonna let you do you. I'm gonna do me, and then whenever we need to do us, I ain't finna act funny with you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Bring your niggas if you need to bring your niggas. I'm gonna bring my niggas. We gonna get up here. We gonna do it like we always did it. Yeah. And y'all go back and do what it was y'all was doing. Right. But I'm not finna, even if I don't agree with you and not crazy about what you're doing, I'm never finna discuss this shit in public. Yeah. Because niggas don't understand. Niggas will never understand.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas will never understand. I know what we've been through. Right. So, you know what I'm saying? So
that's how that goes, shit.
That's why I like y'all, man, because nigga would think you niggas ain't never had no problem with each other on no level because of how y'all move as a team. I know how this nigga get down. I know you trying to talk about some shit, you trying to talk about some shit, and all of that shit, but you niggas hold each other down. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of whatever it is, y'all hold each other down and y'all move a certain way in the public. So I always say this, man. I love how y'all niggas move, man, because y'all a good example of how people that call themselves brothers supposed to act.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Something to act.
Appreciate you.
Wait for Dre to get back.
Trying to stand on top.
Yeah, he back.
That's right. He back.
Yeah,
So he ain't in halfway no more. Yeah. He just ain't.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for him to get back.
I think January he'll be back.
Man, that's
So
we're getting the band back together.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you coming out, G.
Yes,
sir. Appreciate you. We got
always gonna fuck with the real
Bun.
G.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So take us out.
Alright, and there it is, man, with the live OG Bun B, man. Appreciate you coming through, man. We up out of here to connect.